So, about a week ago, a trailer dropped for FNAF Security Breach. You know what? I wanted to talk about it because I got something that's revolutionary. Hello, my fellow viewers and subscribers, and this is Supercholatemilkshake. Okay, so I'm gonna start this video off by saying I love Five Nights at Freddy's. I know there's some people out there that would probably feel differently, but honestly, I like it because it's kind of like baby's first horror game for me. If it wasn't for FNAF, the month of scares wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be looking at horror games. I wouldn't even have any interest in horror games. So, FNAF was kind of the gateway into going into horror games for me. In fact, one of my most viewed videos on this channel happens to be a video based off of FNAF, which is kind of amazing. And I'm happy to see that the franchise is growing and growing and growing and actually going somewhere. And you know what? Because of this, Scott has officially cemented himself among all the indie legends. So anyway, with that out of the way, I think Security Breach is going to be a different kind of FNAF game. Instead of having some of the more point-and-click adventure type mechanics that it had before, including Help Wanted to a certain extent, I think this is going to be a little more psychological. But how do you keep FNAF and make it more of a psychological horror? And I think that answer is easy. We have to split the gameplay in between 3 different characters. And I know what you're thinking. Oh geez, John, every single YouTuber out there has said it's only 2 characters that we're going to be playing as. This security woman and Gregory. Well, guess what? I think Vinny's going to be our 3rd character. Now, the reason why is because if you take a look at these posters, there is obvious evidence that choice is going to play a role in this game. Now, okay, I know a lot of people may be going like, that's kind of sketchy to run off of, but in a nutshell, I think it really does. Because you have protect on one side and obey on the other side. Which one are you going to choose? Are you going to obey it and get probably the worst ending possible, or are you going to protect and try and get the best ending possible? And you see what I'm going with here?
Hello, this is Post-Editing Mate John here. Please, I only did this to save you from the stupidity of myself. I couldn't really explain it very well when I first recorded this video, so I am going to explain it now in this post-edit. Basically, the idea is that you have the 3 playable characters, and there's 2 characters that I think would probably be related to each other, the security woman and Gregory. Now, basically this will have an influence on the security woman. The reason why is because she would either have to choose to protect the place from Vinny or protect her son. Now, it would put a little bit of an interesting twist on it and an interesting spin, because technically she would need the job in order to support her son, but at the same time, she also cannot let her son get caught by Vinny. Vinny will be going after the son, and either that, trying to take over the entire Fazbear franchise inside that, or the entire pizzeria, in a sense, or mall, or whatever the heck this thing is. She will be either sending in an animatronic like Moonface to get Gregory, or she'll try to get Gregory herself, where basically Gregory will have to be in the middle of it. And when you're playing as Gregory, you have to experience the choices that you made as both Vinny and technically your mom, the security woman, whatever her name is. So basically, yeah, I think that would work out very well for a horror thing. If it isn't the case, well then, yeah, you can go ahead and call me a frickin' idiot. But if it is the case, then I believe that this is going to be a rather interesting horror game. And by the way, I also mentioned this inside the previous video, this opens up a realm for multiplayer too, where you could either screw your friends over as well. So, I think it's a rather interesting idea, and if they're not going to apply this to this game, Scott Cawthon, Steelwool, get your pens and paper out, write this idea down, because honestly, I think it's a rather good idea. If you're not going to try it, I'm certainly going to try it, even though honestly, I don't have the money to buy a server right now for my games, and yeah, but either way, I'm gonna let this video back to the video me now. Okay, take it away!
So, with that being said, I think it's about time to end this video. So if you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Hey, what do you think? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm full of it? Or do you think that it's actually a fairly good idea and it should be expanded upon? Or actually it would be a part of the game's mechanics where you would have to make a decision with Vinny or the Night Guard or Gregory. So please let me know down in the comments down below, and also I'll see you all in the next video. This is Supercholatemilkshake signing off.